what happened there. I thought my phone was charged and all right and everything, but it just suddenly decided to turn off, which is very helpful. I will continue in a second. I'm just going to get the chat up on my computer instead, so it's a little bit easier for me to keep up with it. Hopefully it will still upload in 2 parts, but who's to say? I'm not sure if it's going to work for me. Hi Michelle, so sorry about that. Let me zoom in again. I will just continue where we were. So, thanks Kirsty. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry about that. As I was saying, a slight issue with my phone and I thought it was fine, but it's not. Hi Linda. Yes, Michelle, technology. We've had to get used to using it, I guess, recently, haven't we? Hi everyone. Hi Cats. Hello Shannon. Hi Brandy. Hi Azra. Sorry about that, everyone. Hi Rachel. Right, so for some reason my computer's deciding to be slow. So I'm just going to carry on. So let me just zoom in a little bit more for you. I hadn't got very far. Hi country girl. I'll probably be on for just under an hour if I can. So yes, I had just finished doing a base with the lightest colour. So I'm just going to, I think, just start building up colour. What I did with the roses that I did in this book was just put shadow where the shading already was, and that seemed to work. So yeah, I think it should be all right. I'm hoping my phone is charging. I don't want the same thing to happen again. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, I'm just going in with a slightly darker colour now. No worries, Azra. No worries at all. I love watching Kate streams. I usually lurk though, if I can catch any at all. No worries, Minerva. Yes, well, Kirsty, sometimes mine doesn't, and it's so frustrating because I never quite know. So yeah, I'm just simply going in where the shadows are, and as we were saying in the last part, it's so much easier to then tell where the shading is if it's already there for you. So hopefully it should be quite straightforward to be able to do this. You probably can't see where the colour even is on this because I'm pressing quite lightly. But there is some sort of colour going down on there. So I'm going to start bringing in some darker colours now. So I think I was saying I was using this darker brown colour because I want to have her do a tanned kind of skin look. So what was this one? 64. Yeah, Kirsty, the cross hatching seems like a really interesting way of shading. I just remember when we did art, and one of the first things we were doing in year 7 was just trying out different techniques, and cross hatching was always one of those that is really satisfying to do. And I have actually done a bit of cross hatching in my artwork for my project, which is my reflections project, and it is really fun, but the only worry is, you know, messing up with the ink and because you wouldn't really, I guess you could do the sketch in pencil and then go over with ink, but I think the whole thing with cross hatching is it's really fun to just see what you can do in the moment, because it's quite rough and quite free in that sense. So yeah, as I said, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just slowly building up colour and hoping that I can get somewhere with this. These are working really well, actually. I'm pleased with how this is turning out. Well, I would, Kirsty. I can show you what I've done. I've only done one small drawing with the cross hatching, but it seems to me like it is more effective if you do it in ink, because it just looks more I don't really know what the word is, but I guess the whole idea of it is you just want small little lines and you want it quite precise, and I did it with just fine liners and it was really fun just trying it out. Right, I'm just going to, obviously I've got the chat up on my phone, but I'm just going to get it up on my computer now, so it's a lot easier for me to be able to concentrate on two things at once. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Kat. Well, I haven't really done much recently because we've been working on our other project and trying to get it finished. So unfortunately, I haven't really done much on it, which is really such a shame, because it's my favourite project of all of them. And because of our year now finishing early, with us not doing proper GCSEs, I'm not really going to be able to go back to it. Oh, that's great, Kirsty. Hi, Mara. How are you doing? So yeah, it still, to you, probably looks like I've done no colour on there, but I have, and it's just quite light at the moment. So it's just about going in and laying more colour down, I think. This paper as well is white, but because it's kind of meant to resemble her kind of sketchbook, I think, and there's kind of a grainy texture on the actual printing, not the actual tooth of the paper. The tooth of the paper is normal, but there's kind of, yeah, pencil texture on it, so it's kind of grey-like, which means that obviously it's then a little bit harder for the colour to show up even more, because on top of the line art there's grey. Wow, Linda. I'm not sure what I could do for the pointillism one, Kirsty, but it definitely is a fun technique and it would be good to try it. Once I've got somewhere with this, I'll get my cross-hatching bit that I did for reflections. Oh, that's great, Mara. Well, thank you for joining. I'm probably going to add some pink in for her cheeks and lips, but I'll see what I can do. I will probably do a pastel background again here, like I did for my roses bit. But in hindsight, I probably could have done pastel as a base for her face, but I wanted to see what I could do just with the pencils. Oh, T Prater. So cross hatching, it's basically what is on this drawing. It's just where you get the ink and do lots of lines in one direction and then in the other direction, and they cross over, hence the name. And what I find is if you're trying to add shading in the drawings, closer hatches means that obviously there's more depth. So that's how I think Carolina has been able to get these pictures to look so amazing in terms of the depth of the shading, because some bits are closer together and some bits are further away. Right, so I've just got a very dark brown now. Oh, sorry, the light was just funny then. And adding shading under the neckline. I don't want to do too much of it, because I am aware there's already quite a lot of the dark shading. I think just a bit there will hopefully make it a little bit more obvious where the shading is on her neck, and I think I'll just do a bit here as well. Yeah, right, I'm going to add some pinks in, and for those of you who have joined, these are the 24 polycolour portrait set. Oh, that's great, Kirsty. Kim, I'm not really sure. I think, I don't know, I think everyone says they're oil based, but they do feel nice and soft, but they do hold a point though, which is good. So they're nowhere near as soft as Prismacolor. I'm really liking them. I've always looked at them and thought I'd like to try them. I think the only ones that I knew they had were the 72 set, but I swear I've seen people with bigger sets, like 120 sets, and I really do like these. Sorry, Tom's running around upstairs. Sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, it would be a really nice set to get, and I think they're quite good value as well. I think I've seen them on Amazon or Amazon UK at least. The 72 set's about 40 or 50 pounds, which for artist pencils is amazing, but I've just never got round to getting them. But I was tempted to try a few when we went to Prague, because this is a Czech company, I think, but at the time I didn't. Oh, I'm really enjoying the checklist challenge, this second one. It's really fun. I'm not sure how many I've managed to do actually, but I'm one of the people who is trying to do as many challenges as they can in one picture, because I just know I wouldn't have enough time to be able to do one picture for every challenge. So yeah, I'm bulking them together. So it still kind of looks like I've done nothing on this, but it's the lighting. So what I might do is take a picture afterwards. She's looking a little bit yellow at the moment, so I'm going to just add some more of the peachy colour in. It's all a learning curve. I mean, I'm just seeing what I can do with this. Sorry, the light again. Oh, it's so sunny still. So yeah, I'm just trying to dull down this yellow. Yeah, Kim, I don't have them, the Black Widow skin sets. So I do know that when people got them, must have been a while ago now, there were a few unusual colours, but kind of the same with this set. There are some colours which I don't really know how I'd use them in my pictures, but I mean, they wouldn't curate the sets the way they do if the colours weren't there for a purpose. But maybe it's more for, maybe these sets are more for people doing professional portraits and they know how to use certain colours. That's great. Yeah, thanks, Kirsty. I think it's just, it was the lighting, and I didn't know if, you know, it coming through would be annoying. I mean, it is there, but I mean, I guess we're just fortunate that it's still really nice and sunny. Okay, I'm gonna add some pinks in. I don't want her lips and cheeks to be really bright though. I want them to still be kind of dulled down, but I'll see. Kim, I'm probably not going to get round to doing the whole thing, but I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to do what I can do. And there's no rule that you have to finish it. I think it's always nice though, even with colour alongs, to just have that inspiration, and then you can go back and look at them, and you know, it does give you inspiration. Colour alongs are a great way for me to do pictures, because I can then go to pictures and think, oh yeah, I can do that picture for that colour along, and just kind of sets out guidelines a bit for me in terms of what I can do for the month. I haven't, Brandy, no. Oh, oops, with pencils. I think I just want to add a little bit of, yeah, of peachy pink here and there. So Carolina has kind of put these circles here, which I think are meant to represent the blush area, but I'm kind of doing the blush more here where the hatching is. Okay, this is kind of taking away from the yellow a bit, which is good. And I think she's meant to be kind of a stag, because she's got the horns, so I'll probably do her hair brown to go with that. Yeah, I'm liking how this blush pink is toning down the yellow ochre that I used, so I'm just going to stick with this for a moment and add another layer in. This is just me experimenting. I do like to do this, and it's actually been really good doing this live stream because it's given me that push to have a go. Oh yeah, the hippo colour along. I was so intimidated by that page. I'm not sure, Shannon, if I'm going to get round to it, because as I have said in the last part, I've got a couple of Kirby buddy colours, but you guys are all doing such an amazing job with Kat. Yours is turning out amazingly though. I try to join in on things when I can, but we'll see. I mean, I may have it as a whip, but I probably use fine liners, Kim. Oh, hang on, let me catch up on chat. I've just missed some. Yeah, Minnie, I don't have a Creative Haven either. I'll have to skip that one as well. What I'm probably going to do, or what I am going to do, I just haven't got around to it yet, is do a video sharing all of the pictures that I did for Sammy's Checklist Challenge last year. So I didn't manage to complete the whole challenge either, but I would like to share what I did manage to do, because I think it would be a really fun video, you know, kind of an extra completed pages video, sort of, and just look back and see what I did manage to complete. It's something that I've been wanting to get around to, but just haven't had the the time. Right, so I just need to do her eyelids, but I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out. I mean, you probably can't tell again because of the lighting. Hi, Katrina. I don't use water medium enough in my books, but I don't really, personally, for me, I don't, you know, mix them with my pencils. The only mixed media I really do is in some books I'll use marker and then pencil, or pastel and then pencil over the top. Right, let me do these eyelids. I want to do similar colours, obviously. I don't really know why I skipped doing them out just now, but that doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. That was a real experiment, that one, and I was pleased with how it came out, but it was something very different because, as I said in my completed pages, there was just so much white gel pen, and at first when I was colouring it, I didn't think it would turn out that well because all of the colours that I'd done were really light, and I just thought that it would look a bit washed out, but the process was really fun and I really enjoyed doing it in the end. I need to work in that book again. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps whiting out. Kim, I think everyone, or lots of people, like the Crayola Super Tips. I do have a few lying around, but I don't really use them in my colouring. I've seen those double-ended Staedtler pens, which I was going to get to use as a base like fine liners, but they ended up being rather expensive, so I didn't. Right, so I think I'm going to leave it there, otherwise I will keep just going over it and fiddling around. Do you want me to carry on with this picture, or I can start something in Circle of Life, or anything else? It's completely up to you. I'll probably be able to be on for another half an hour or so. I agree, Michelle. Yeah, it's so wonderful. I absolutely love this community in the sense that you just see so many different styles of colouring. I love learning from people as well. Right, so I'm just going to put these back, but I definitely know that I won't have put these back in the right place. Let me just figure out where this is going. I can put these back later if need be, but I think that's right. So yeah, let me know. I honestly don't mind. The only markers that I really have experience with are markers that I use for calligraphy and things like that, because I really like the Tombow markers for my calligraphy work, and also the Pentel brush pens as well. Okay, well, I don't really know what I'm feeling, but what I'll do is I'll get the cross-hatching thing that I was mentioning that I did for my art, and then I'll see what I'm feeling. It may be a bit pointless to start a new page if I'm only going to be on for another half an hour, but let me just get my artwork. Bear with me a minute. So I only did one tiny thing, which was cross-hatching. I'm not sure if